weekend, we're having a big brouhaha in Marietta, Georgia, just north of Atlanta, and it is a bit of a historic. It is a historic event. It is a historic night, and I hope you'll be able to join us if you live within a few hundred miles of Marietta, Georgia, and north of Atlanta in the southeast. The Constitution Day Festival of Georgia. This will be the first time in not only the state's but in the nation's history that a state has held a statewide festival honoring America's birthday. When I first heard about this, Rupert, I thought, no way. That this is just no way.
I was kind of surprised.
That we've gone that long with 223 odd years, without celebrating America's birthday. Any state in the nation, one of the 13th original colonies, nonetheless. But you know what this is. This is going to be, it's Constitution Day, an opportunity for us to gather around the campfire and talk about the racist, bigoted white supremacists that founded this country.
Rupert Parchment. Oh, he's a black guy. But
You're black?
No. The thing is, though, it's so when we hear
Larry
that.
King, I read that you are
Right. When we
black
hear
man.
that this is the first time, you're kind of surprised, but it's such a good thing. If we haven't done it before, it's necessary. We need to educate ourselves and our children. The textbooks are not covering it, and there's so much that we can learn, that we could talk about, and find the truth about what our founders had planned and envisioned for us.
Well, obviously, we're getting eaten up in the press a little bit back and forth about this. But one of the articles that came out a couple of weeks ago, David Applestone wrote with the Atlanta Conservative Examiner. It's on examiner.com. It's on our website, that'sjustpeachy.com, which is our friends over there at that outlet. And basically covering the event, the first Constitution Day festival in the nation's history, statewide festival, and saying that this is a good thing because it allows us to concentrate on and correct the record on some of what the article says, the miseducation that's going on in government schools today.
Or the lack thereof.
Well, and that right there, he steps in it. I mean, it's political. Now, I can say all day long it's a non-political, nonpartisan event. But at the end of the day, he hits the nail on the head with part of this. How do you get completely apolitical about the Constitution of the United States? I mean, it is the government structure. It did set up the political structure of our nation.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's the law. It's based off of it. So this is the founding documents, and to find out about the people and their mindset is great.
Yeah,
we gotta be there.
I mean, because every politician that is working in serving the public good or evil today gives their whether they agree or disagree, whether they're there to adhere and uphold the Constitution like they swore on oath to do, or amend and change it. They still have this in their background. They still owe their very existence in public office to this document.
Yes.
So there's no way to avoid. There's a political aspect to this, and that to me though is no reason not to approach it, and no reason not to recognize who we are and give credit from whence we came to that from whence we came. So
we're Americans. I'm glad that Georgia's on the forefront. That Americans for Prosperity are behind this, and I think it's a great event that we can all rally behind, no matter what political denomination you're from. It's about our country, and it's about the Constitution.
And I think you're going to be surprised. I think you are really going to be surprised come Friday night by some of what you are going to experience there. The event itself is historic. How we're going to end it is very challenging. And I think very good for us all as Americans and good for us in the state of Georgia, and I believe may just spark something in you. So if you're able to join us, if you're able to bring your family, bring your children, bring your grandparents, bring your neighbors, pile in the caravan and come to experience community the way our founders envisioned it in the document they gave us that would give us the keys to do it. And we're going to get around it. We're going to have fun. We're going to have music. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have Banks and Shane, John Barry, Marion Barker, Michael Jackson's trombonist from way back in the day. That'll be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Student groups and all that type of thing. But the way we're going to wrap it up is very significant, and I hope you'll join us. Don't miss it. This Friday night, September 17th, 6 to 9:30 at Glover Park, Glover Pavilion in the Marietta Square. More information at Constitution Day Festival of Georgia.com.